What you're about to see is content that relates to people like you and me with a story to tell. The stories we bring in reflect a new reality. Staying at home has become the new normal. So for us, it was important to show you how our community is adapting to those changes. On this episode, we will share the story of a restaurant owner who was able to keep his business running by adopting social distancing guidelines in order to keep employees and clients safe from COVID-19.
My name is Carlos Charicea, and I am the owner, founder of Don Lucho's. And the mission was to bring Peruvian food to the Seattle food scene, which at that time was lacking representation. The idea was to come to the people instead of waiting for the people to come to us. It all started with a food cart, and the next move was a food trailer, and then food trailer and truck and cart for catering. We opened in October of 2019. So when the government came out with that news of bars and restaurants shutting down, immediately my mind was racing on what do you do? I mean, I've never been in that situation with the business so far, where I have to think fast in order to reinvent everything. But after taking some thought, having a team meeting, talking to some other people in the food industry, I decided to take the measures of social distancing and continue forward with operation, making sure that we're taking care of our public and of our employees and maintain the safety of all. It's a time that you have to adapt and transform and reinvent yourself quickly, because I was very aware that if I let a week go by shutting down and thinking what to do, I'll probably lose that clientele. So it had to be basically in a blink of an eye to readapt, reinvent, and continue to offer a service to the community. So it's definitely a different type of operation in terms of learning how much you have to buy, how many people do you have to have for a shift. So it's a whole reinventing yourself strategy to be able to maintain. You had to think about how to manage a crew, a much smaller one, but to make sure that every hour spent on the job was efficient, because every time you open the doors, money's flying out the door. So it was also a challenge to, now with this new setup, what hours do we operate? How many people do I have on staff to be able to take care of the demand, if there is one? You know, telling people that, you know, I might not have a position for you anymore. You know, my bartender, who had just started maybe about 5 weeks, we had our bar open for 3.5 weeks. And telling them, hey, you know, the bar is out the door for sure, who knows until when. There's a lot of aspects that come into play in order to be able to now run a successful takeout operation, if that's what a restaurant chooses to do.
From a restaurant owner to students graduating, we would like to highlight the progress over the last 2 years of students at the Seattle Central Creator Academy Visual Media and Design program. All of the efforts are put together into a wonderful website in order to share with the community all of our hard work. Here is some of the behind the scenes of that process. Enjoy.
Start with your strip of paper, color side up. Bring the right end of the paper over and down. Bring the bottom end up and over to the left. Now that you have a loop, feed the top end behind and through the hole. Continue to pull the end through the loop. Also, pull the bottom end to tighten the knot. Keep wiggling and pulling the knot tighter, flattening it at the same time. This is the result. The color end on the left should be much longer than the end on the right. Fold the excess behind. You do not need to cut it off, but you can do so if it's too long. Fold the end on the left behind, keeping the bottom edge aligned with the bottom edge of the shape in the center. Continue wrapping the pentagon. Fold the strip on top over and to the top left. Again, wrapping the pentagon, fold the strip down behind to the bottom. Fold the strip up and over to the right. Fold the strip over, behind, to the left, and continue until you have only a small section left. If your strip is just a bit too long, cut or tear it off. Now you can insert the end of your strip inside the pocket. Now it's time to inflate the star. Get your index finger and thumb and pinch in one of the points of the star. Rotate the star and do the same on all of the points. You can get different results by pinching more or less at this stage.
In this section of the program, I would like to introduce the positive note of what it is to do music from around the world. Right now, we have musicians who are willing to share with us a little bit of what it is music in Colombia right now. How about you introduce yourself?
I'm Harold. I am a percussionist. Now I'm working in the Orquesta Filarmónica de Bogotá, giving some lessons.
I'm a musician. I play the cello. I work into the Filarmónica Orquesta, and my name is Sofia.
Hello, I'm Gloria. I'm flutist. I'm from Medellin.
How long have you been in the world of music?
I started the musical world from the age of 10 because of my father. He's an amazing conductor and he involved me since I was a child.
I started when I was 11 years old because my mom loved the music and she enrolled me in a music program called Batuta. This program is from the Bogota city.
I started when I was 4 years old. Also in this music program that Sophie was, that is Batuta.
How long have you been teaching music since you started your career as musicians?
For my about a year since I was in college.
I was working in this music foundation and I was giving drum set lessons, but most of all was drum set and for kids.
I was a teenager.
What age groups are the people that you teach music to?
In this moment, from 13, 18 years old, but I have always taught different age groups.
It goes from 7 years old to 17 years old. The program that we are working has these certainly rules about the kids that can have the classes.
We're given this moment where is very different for everybody around the world. My question for all of you is how do you have adapted this new way of teaching online?
I am trying to be creative and patient. I made a whole world and I have been watching many videos on internet to create material and innovate our pedagogy.
It's being crazy. Oh my God, your home is your office, is your school, is your study, it's crazy. But you find ways to adapt.
Sophia, could you be able to tell us what it is that you do in order to teach your students the cello?
In my class, it's very important the imagine. You need one broom, you need one glass, similar for the broom, and you need, maybe 6 pins, and you need 4 strings, very easy, and you need cord the carton. The guys practice the different movements, and yeah, it's very easy.
We have a mouthpiece and flute, so we need to recreate the mouthpiece in the bottle. You need to put water in the bottle. So, and you need I don't know, a tuner. You can do it with a glass bottle or plastic bottle too. I have, this is my instrument now.
In my case, we need a bucket, yes, and the shape of the carton up there, right? Those pieces are stuck together, all right? You use your sticks and you can play any rhythm.
Many people didn't come up with this idea where like, oh, how can I teach an instrument online when the students don't have it? What is the response from the students? Is it positive? Is it negative?
Okay, they are very brave for face that. They have a positive answer, so they are committed with music and with their education. It is a complicated situation, but they are really, really brave and they are committed.
Yeah, I think the majority students I like we like the class and the videos. For example, in my class I have different videos in YouTube, and my students see the videos and I like because you practice different rhythms. Is more activists, and I think my students like this this program.
Do you have any support from the schools that you are teaching? Is this a regular school or this is like after school program kind of thing?
Yes, we have both of them. We have both of them because we have a regular students, we have a regular school, and we have a program after school.
For example, in my case, I am teacher for the regular school. Yeah, my studies have class normally, but the Harold and Gloria is different. The program.
Our program is just the kids or the students that want to learn some music. You know, this is after school. It's a social program because they want to be here. They want to learn. Actually, in these circumstances.
You know, when you are in person, face to face, you can listen a sound. You can be meticulous, but when we are in a virtual way, it is kind of difficult, you know, because you are not really sure.
Before we let you go, I would like to know if there's anything else you want to tell us.
Yeah, Enrique, I am so happy. I really too happy to be doing the interviews and to showcase our hard work. Colombia is such a beautiful country that sadly has a lot of hardships. But we are a generation of youth professionals and musicians that want equality for everyone in school, no matter the status.
Thank you for the invitation for this moment. It's very wonderful for us, and so thank you too much.
Say hi to our fans. We don't have any, but we will. Maybe after this interview, we got a little fans, but thank you for this interview, for this time. This is very great for us too because we actually don't speak in English. Yes, but thank you so much. It's a really
Thank you so much.
I'm very happy to be with you right now and being able to share your experience and being able to show it to many people that are curious and are ready to find good news and something happy given these hard circumstances. So you guys are fantastic. The best thing I can do for you is to encourage you to keep doing on what you're doing. Each individual student will have the opportunity to be better off after these classes, be entertained, stay focused in school, which is really hard. Not everybody's set up for online classes, but your creativity is what motivates other people to follow your steps, because I honestly think it's fascinating the way you showcase and you are committed into making sure that music is still relevant to new generations, and taking traditional sounds and bringing them into your own style and being able to share that knowledge with others is huge. So it's also very, very pleasing to me to have you. Very nice to meeting you as well. And I'm sure I'll be hearing more great music and great techniques for you students as time comes over. But thank you so much, and yeah, until next time.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I want to take the opportunity to thank you for tuning in, and also to thank everybody who was able to participate on this program. This episode would not be possible without your hard cooperation. So to all of you, thank you. Till next time, gracias totales. Ciao.